What's good, everybody? This is your girl Bella J. I am here. I wanted to do a reveal. When I'm walking to work, one day I happen to have been walking from 26th Street and Park Avenue to 26th Street and First Avenue. And on my way there, I think I was going from Lexington to 3rd, and I found this outside on the street. And look at this dress. Look at this. I know I'm really huge, but look at the material. Isn't this cute? Look at the elastic. Look at the trim. So when you find items, and literally it was books, it was a brand new flask, they was just tossed out in between this uppity building. So I said, well, let me take it, and I loved it. I love the look of it. I said, I know I could repurpose that. So your best friend in the sewing world is a seam ripper, and this one I got from Joann's. I wanted a bigger one. Okay, so I started unraveling this with the seam ripper, and this is what happened. It kind of frayed apart, which means this is kind of old. So what I'm gonna do is we're going to not worry about salvaging the edges, and we're gonna just cut it open. I don't have no time for this. We're gonna just cut it and see where it goes and see what happens. This is the one thing about experimentation I'm learning with sewing, is that it's so much fun and you can just experiment with anything you want. You want to learn how to take apart clothing. Your best bet is to get it from the thrift store and then rework it there. So right now I'm taking off the side seam. I'm cutting it. So you can hear it. And basically this is an experiment. I really just want to see what I can do, and like I said, it's either a flop or, it's a win or a flop. So that's one side. So now we have it open. The bodice part I want to use a seam ripper for that. So I am gonna cut the other side, which will be good. Nothing too major. I think this is enough to make a special type of top for me. I don't know what kind of top. I was thinking about another top like this. This is plenty. I'm not that much of a big girl. I mean, I am a big girl. Shit. Ooh, I didn't mean to say that, but I do apologize. Yes, I am a big girl. But learning how to repurpose things is awesome and is amazing, and I just love it. I really do. So we've got it open, and now what I'm gonna do is I am gonna take this apart. I don't want to cut it. I want this trim. So what I'll do is I'll be right back, and I'm gonna use my trusty seam ripper, and if you don't know how to use it, I'm gonna show you right now. So we're gonna take this edge, okay? You're gonna find the seam. So you see the threads right here. This material is very delicate, but I am just taking out the seams. I wish I knew where, oh, there it goes. Here it goes. So there it goes. I just go under. You gently pull, give it a tug. So that's a bit. That's about it. I'm gonna be doing that all the way around. So I'm gonna do this all the way around through the dress and taking out all of these, because this is a crochet trim and I want to use this. So I'll be back when I show you everything taken apart. Hold that thought. So we're at it again. I took the bottoms off, right? And I have this piece right here, which I think would go great for a top. So what happened was that I want the back. Oh my gosh. This material is very sensitive and very light. So, you know, a lot of stuff has to be cut. I don't care. But like I said, I'm going to show it whether it's a win-win or a flop. So this is the back piece. This is the front. See, look at that. We know good well I am not part of the itty bitty titty committee, but I want the back. So we're gonna see what happens. I don't know, I'm just experimenting. I wanted the back of this material because of this. So this is the outfit. I decided to take the back accordion, the back elastic, I can't explain it, you would have to see the picture of the before, but I took the middle piece, cut it in half to extend the sides, and then we're gonna go from there. I don't know how it's gonna come out, but you know what, anything is worth a try. Whether pass or fail, like I said, this is gonna be whether a win or a flop situation, but I want to try something different, so let's see where this takes us. So stay tuned. So I'm putting in my bobbin, and according to the directions, we have to make sure the thread's on the outside, not on the inside. So we're taking out, green is going to be for the bottom and white is going to be for the top. So we're going to make sure, poke a hole in this so it can sit up on the so where I'm about to thread the bobbin. We're also going to thread the sewing machine. Okay, so there we go. The bobbin is there. I like to make sure, I like to have a clean cut thread, so I am going to be cutting it. Oops, wrong hand. The most tedious thing ever, but it's done. Right? And then I gotta bring it in here. I gotta bring this here, this thread here, and we're gonna, it pulls up, and then I just go like this to bring it out. If I can. No, it didn't pull up, so let's try this one more time. There we go. The thread is through the feeder. We're going to replace back this piece. And now our machine is ready to be sewn. So let me just focus on getting the pieces put together, and then I'll be back, if you don't mind. So take a pause. Hey, I know that it seems scatterbrains, but I deconstructed it to put it back together again. So I sewed a trim back onto this piece, which is supposed to be for the sides. And I'm gonna do the same for this piece, since it's already gathered and whoever had this had a serger, which I would love to have a serger. I want a serger so bad. So what I'm doing is I'm dealing with the front side. I'm making sure that this crocheted edge is where this seam is. And then we're going to face it down and I'm going to show you what I'm doing. Okay, so there we go. And now I'm going to take this. There we go. Leave a little bit on the outside. I'm going to push this through right here. This is so weird. You gotta forgive me. I'm not accustomed to this, but I really appreciate you taking the time out to watch this. Like I said, whether it's a flop or a win, we're gonna do this together. Oops, wrong way. It's not together, so we're gonna make sure that it's back on. Okay, so we're gonna get that right there. It's on both ends. I'm gonna put the foot down and we're gonna sew it up. We're gonna reverse it. I'm making sure I stretch out the crochet piece. Making sure to stay, you gotta forgive me that it's moving, staying right here underneath the, I'm gonna say the bubble of the crochet. What's up, everybody? So I sewed this back again, although this one, the first one came out better than this one. I don't know how, but you know what? Practice makes perfect, and I am not a professional, but I am trying. So we're gonna put this together and I'm gonna see how it shows up, and I'm gonna come to you with the after. I'm gonna try to do it piece by piece, so just give me a moment, okay? Thank you. So now we're gonna realign this. I got it, I took it apart, which is perfect. You just pull out the excess threads. And you have to be very careful. This material is extremely delicate. I don't know what type it is. It's written in Chinese, Asian lettering, but it's so soft, and I don't want to put anything next to my skin that's not soft, so to speak. So I'm matching up this. I want to match up this side with this. See, and that's a perfect match. So that's the way I have to do it. Let's try this, okay? Let's try this one more time. Put back on my glasses. Let's try this one more time. Let's try this back over here, because this is the extra selvage. Is that correct? Am I using the word selvage correctly? Yes. So you make sure your threads are out. I'm right here. I'm going to be aligned with the outside of my foot. Put it down. Okay, this is perfect. This is exactly what I want. I like to cut off the extra, these little frayed pieces. I'm not worried about it. So let's try this again. Are we ready? I'm going to reverse it. Ooh, I feel something coming on. I feel a beauty coming on. Again, I'm making sure to keep aligned with the outside foot. This is awesome. I think I could do this. You pull and you snip, and there we have it. It's a line, so it's awesome. I'll cut the extra edges. What's good, everybody? I am back. I am here to show you the finished product, and forgive me and my light. This is it. This is the front. This is the back. The errors I made was it was not aligned correctly here. And I am going to be honest and share some insight. And I'm not professional. I'm far from it, okay? But I realized, thanks to Bronx Knitter Sharon V, she told me to be honest and let you know where were my errors and how could I have done this much better. One of the main things is to plan ahead. And that means, I don't have, my notebook is over here on the bed. It means to write out everything. Grab a pen and paper, your notebook, write out your thoughts. If you're looking at the item like this dress, literally had this part to it. Now this is for someone with a smaller chest area, okay? So I did everything else and butchered up this baby. You're gonna see the pictures. Yes, I butchered it. I took it apart, I sewed it back together again, and I created this baby. And actually, I'm very proud. It's not perfect. It's my creation. It's my restyling, revamping, making something that was really small into something that was big. And the one thing, the crazy thing was I did not see it when it was together. It wasn't until after that I took it apart that I had these two pieces right here. These two pieces. And I was like, wow, that looks good across my chest. So it could, you know, had I saw this initially, it would have been less crap, you know, and more. It would have been less crap and more to gain, more material on this. But still, it is okay if somebody wanted this. If I had this in the house, this does stretch, okay? It doesn't fit me. I am a 46 double D, 48D. This would be for someone who's a 38, maybe a 42. No belly at all, okay? I think this is really cute. The only thing was there wasn't enough of this trim to go on the back, but that's okay. Again, this was a work in progress. This was a test. I told you initially, whether it's a win or a fail, I'm gonna post this. And I could have did so much better. They had this on the edge, the bottom part of the dress. It looked a little bit too old for me. This is just too, it didn't call my name. It didn't speak to me. But I am excited that I did this. I'm happy to share it with you. And I really want you to know that you'll never know what you're capable of unless you test it out and try it yourself. This is the way I did my makeup when I started. 2012 is when I first put on my first pair of lashes, did my brows and everything. I will never forget that. And it's never been the same since. It's much more better. I'm a better person for it because I taught myself DIY, do it yourself. I saved much more money. And the inspiration is I didn't like the way my makeup was done someplace, and it was a little too much to go to work with. And I wanted makeup that I can go to work with. I didn't want to look like I was at a party, and unfortunately I looked like I was going to a party and not to work. And I went to school that evening and I was so uncomfortable because everybody was staring at me. So in everything that I do, I'm learning. Look at this, my pin tuck, all the scraps, sorry. That's all the material that I was chopping off. But I did this myself. I taught myself how to do a pin tuck. You know, different things. With that being said, if I can do it, if I can attempt it, then you can do the same thing too. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned. Let's see what else I'm gonna create. I still had to repurpose those men's shirts, so stay tuned for that one. Later.